Hey, what's going on? Mark here for Unoriginal Noobs. Back in Resonant Rise server play, Season 1, Episode 8. Let's get out of F5 mode once again into the episode. Alright, so there's a few things, actually one thing for sure that I'm going to want to show you guys first, because I kind of did it off camera, and I'll kind of explain how to do it later. And I'll be setting up something similar in this episode, actually. But first, let's look at, look at the turbines. They're running perfectly fine, producing crazy amounts of power. And if we actually go over to my ME system, you can see 6,216 diamonds. Yeah, that's a lot of diamonds. And if I type in ignits, you can see 15,000 iron, 8,400 gold. And if I go to ores, actually, you can see over 1,000 dark iron. Like, it's just absurd. So much silicon. I don't even know what to do with all of this. If we go to lapis, 38,000 lapis. Yeah. 45,000 redstone. I might have to make barrels for those items or deep storage units because they produce a lot of power. Okay, so you can see, I might have just saw it there, I kind of made this room here which we're going to be using for this episode. And if we kind of go back here, I made something down there. Okay, so last episode I was kind of saying how my turbines, I didn't have enough fuel processing or fuel generation to sustain those turbines for an infinite amount of time. Let me just go actually empty the, because you can see it burns through a lot of fuel. I can actually go dump it into my system here, and you can see just how many of these ignits I actually have. Because, yeah, there you can see over 7,000 cyanide ingots. However, you can see I have 4,000 yellorium right now. I can't sustain that amount of yellorium. So, if you're wondering how I have a bunch of yellorium, I actually built the farm I'm going to be building now just to make sure it works and just to give myself a little bit of yellorium to keep my base sustained. Anyway, so why don't we actually go down here. Right down here. Okay, so what I did is I built two 9x9 dirt areas, and I'm going to be filling them all up with seeds, with uranium seeds. And I'm actually, if we kind of go down to into these chests here, I'm going to be automating all of them. Actually, it's in the gold. I have stuff in the gold bank holding this episode. Yay! I'm going to be automating them all with Steve's Factory Manager because it is actually a very cool mod. I actually really like it. I'm not going to lie. And then over there, when we actually get to the other farm, this episode is going to be about farms, actually. It's going to be kind of two different setups for farms. One farm is going to be using Steve's carts and quantum field rings to transport items between my actual system and then the farm. Whereas this one's going to be using Mine Factory Reloaded farms along with Steve's Factory Manager to move items around. So two different types of farms, two different completely mods in both farms, and we'll kind of see how it works. So why don't we actually get out, actually we'll go down to the chest and let's get all of the, let's just get the planter set up. So we actually need to find the dead center of this. So where is that? The dead center. I think it's right, I put it right under the wraith lamp. Dead center, excellent. And we just need to probably get rid of that dirt block first so we can do that, and planter. Okay, we can just jump up here quickly and get rid of the dirt. Okay, actually I think I can drop the, I need to drop the planter down one. Whoops, my bad. I need to drop the planter down one for sure. Put the planter there. Okay. And then I had it, and then I need to have it haul it out here because the planter needs to be one level below the block that your plants are on, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure. Okay. So you can go ahead and dump the dirt in there. And what I need is I need a bucket. Okay, that's unfortunate actually. Let me just go get a bucket quickly. Actually, 2 buckets. I'll need 2 buckets of water. Bucket. Ah, 10 buckets. Only 2. All right, and we'll go fill you up with water, eat some mutton on our way. We need to get our food back up. And we'll just fill these up with water quickly. And our infinite source of ocean's amount of water. And we'll just run back down here, and we'll fill that up with water there. And then we'll go to this one, so it's right below the wraith lamp. Excellent. And we'll place the dirt block back. And we need the planter for this side. Planter. Oh, frick. Is it this one? Oh, sweet, first try. But it doesn't help. Where'd the dirt go? Dirt. Oh, it went up here. Whoops. Come on, jump up. All right, there we go. And dirt, and then planter. Planter. Okay, and we need to jump back up here again. And right under the wraith lamp. Destroy it, and place some water. Okay, the water is just there to keep all the dirt blocks around it when I do, what do you call it? Hoe the land or till the land, just to keep them all saturated with water. So now that those are filled up with water, we can go in and we can place the harvesters down. So now I can't remember, do the harvesters face you or do they face away from you? I think they face away from you, which just makes this a little inconvenient. Oh yeah, they face away from you. Okay. Oh no, it fell down. All right, over here quickly. Actually, it's not that bad. We can just jump up here and place. Perfect. Okay, now the planter is placed. Okay, we can go over here and grab this planter and run over here and do the exact same thing. Place. Excellent. Sweet. Okay, we can run back over. We don't need the buckets anymore for now. Okay, so I'm going to have it powered by redstone energy conduit. There's not a whole lot I can do on that regards. And I have the I have the Tesseract preset to the power that I had. So yeah, RF power and receive only on my network and whatnot. And we'll just power you through the bottom. So now both of these things should be full of power. Excellent. So we can go ahead and do that to the other side. We can grab the redstone conduit and the Tesseract that is preset to my RF power from the turbines. And we'll place that there and run some conduit down. Perfect. Now both these sides have power. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting 2 tin upgrades into each planter and each harvester, which increases the radius by 3. So it increases the diameter from a 3x3, which is the default, to a 9x9, which is what I have here. So I can go ahead and put the tin upgrade there. I can run over to this one and put the tin upgrade there. Perfect. We can do the same thing on this side. I can put the tin upgrade in there and put the tin upgrade in there. Okay, so now we have the radius increased. So what I think we can do now is we can actually set up the Steve's Factory Manager part of this. So why don't I'll go ahead and grab some of the cable and I'll grab inventory managers, or the inventory managers. So let's put down some inventory cable. We'll do this and we'll have it running to the back of there, running down and like that. Okay, sweet. And we'll do the actual setup this side first, so we can just put the inventory manager there. And let's set some stuff up. So I'm going to add a trigger, and a trigger basically just activates any command attached to it after a certain amount of time. So we'll just have it every 1 second it will activate. All right. So what we want to do is we want to create an input and an output, and we'll just kind of drag those along, and we'll put those like this. Okay. So what we're going to have is every 1 second, we're going to attach you to there, every 1 second, we're going to be taking items out of the harvester, all items out of the harvester. So, sorry, I hit the Windows key on my keyboard and my whole Minecraft minimized. Anyway, what I forgot to do quickly is I need to place down a ender chest on each end of these, because I'm going to be using ender chests to get items actually into my network. So where do I have you placed? Just kind of right there. We'll just place you there. Okay. So what I want to happen is every interval, so every 1 second from the trigger, I want to pull items out of the harvester. And I want to just pull out all items, and I actually want to pull out, I'll just activate all ends just so it pulls out no matter what end it's attached to, just to be safe. It doesn't matter a whole lot. And I'll just set a blacklist to, I don't know, dirt, so that it pulls out everything but dirt, but we're never going to get dirt, just to make sure it pulls out everything. And then we'll put you up there. There we go. And we'll set you, so now we'll set you so that you output to the planter and to the, actually no, we need to set 2 outputs, I believe, to just to make sure we're doing this right. Okay, so we'll have the first one set to the planter. Okay, so what we're going to do there is we're going to set it to the planter, and we're going to have it, so we'll set it to all of them, because just to make sure again, because I'm not actually too sure which side I want it to go in, and then we'll set it to a whitelist, and we only want, let's type in your, is it urane? I can never remember to spell urane. There we go. We only want uranium seeds going into the planter. And then we want everything else going into the chest. So we can set another output. We'll just have it kind of off to the side here. And we'll have you... Oh, can we only have... Okay. Interesting. I think I'll need to make another trigger right here. And another input right here. Okay. You can kind of tell I'm OCD. I have everything nicely organized. Okay, that should be fine. Inventories from the harvester. And I guess we'll just whitelist this one to the seeds, I guess. So we'll actually get rid of the dirt. We don't need that. We'll set to whitelist. We can delete that one, and we'll whitelist it to uranium seeds. Okay, perfect. And we'll set it, and this should be outputting into the planter. Excellent. And then we'll set this trigger. It should be set to every 1 second already, which it is. And we'll set the input from the planter, so from the harvester, so we're taking items from the harvester. And we'll have it targeting all the possible slots that it can, just like this. And there we go. And then we'll have items. We'll just set a blacklist to dirt so that it pulls out everything else. All right, and then we'll set a output to inventory. We'll set it to the ender chest. So what we can do is now we can also set, we have the target, so we'll set it to all of them once again. And I believe this should work. If it doesn't work, I'll set it up, I'll refix it off camera and then show you how it works. And then we'll set the blacklist to dirt so that it puts in everything else there. And we'll actually set it to the uranium seed, just to make sure that doesn't actually, no. Because if it, once the planter fills up with uranium seeds, then it might cause some catastrophic failures. Okay, so everything should be set up. So what I can do is I can hoe down all the lands. We'll do that quickly. It shouldn't take too long. And come on. And at least I don't have to keep spamming the click button. It kind of does it all automatically for me, which kind of makes life a little nice. And I have that water in the middle, just so yeah, you can kind of see there the darker dirt spots, just so that all of the land around here actually stays hydrated, which should just help the plants grow a little bit faster and just kind of makes it look a little bit nicer than if it wasn't. Oh no! We gotta make a new one. That sucks. We'll jump back up here quickly. We'll do that, and we'll just jump into here and make an iron one, because they are nice and easy and cheap and efficient. And I have 15,000 iron and up to billion sticks that I don't know what to do with right now. And we'll do that. Okay, so if we go ahead and I'll go ahead and grab the uranium seeds from here, we should be able to just put them in the planter, and it should, there we go, it's going down, and it is planting the uranium seeds. Excellent. Okay, so let's see, if I just wait for those to grow, it should start auto-harvesting them and putting seeds, or putting uranium, into our system, because of I have this ender chest, the other ender chest connected to this with an import bus into our system. So I'll go off camera, I'll set up this side quickly, and I'll come back when I have both sides set up. See you in a sec. Alright, so I got both farms going. I got Steve's Factory Manager on both of them, set up hopefully properly. I'll be checking on them off camera once I finish recording this entire episode, and I'll monitor it during the next episode so that we can actually see if it's working. And if there are any fixes I have to make, I'll either do it off camera or I'll show what I've done on camera, just so you can kind of see what I've been doing. Alright, so why don't we get on to the other farm now. So, what I want to do for this is I need a bunch of barrels, and I learned barrels need a bunch of wood. Logs, not planks, the actual wood itself. But it turns out I don't have any good source of that. So my plan is I'm going to go in here, I'm going to build a Steve's Carts tree farm. Because it's a different way, it's a kind of a cool way to build a tree farm. It's kind of a robot that does it for you, which is kind of cool to watch. So what I'll do is I'll set down the tracks, and actually no, I won't. This tracks is kind of boring to watch. So what I'll do is I'm going to go off camera here quickly. I'm going to get all the parts that I need to make the cart that I want to make, and I'll come back and I'll have the tracks laid down, and then we'll build the cart on camera here in the cart assembler, which I'm going to just go place in the corner here quickly. And then we'll get that all set up, and then we'll get the quantum ring set up, which I think is going to be really, really cool. So I'll be right back in a bit. I'll have the tracks laid down, and we'll have all the parts that we need for the cart. All right, I'll be back in just a sec. All right, I got the tracks laid out, and I believe I have everything I need to start getting this farm on its way. So what I'm going to do first, I'm actually going to build the cart itself. So we'll go ahead and I just have a standard hull. I believe that's all I need. So we got our little nice cart animation going here. What I'm going to add is a basic woodcutter for the tool. As you can see, just because we kind of need to cut down wood. I'm going to use a simple, just basic coal engine, a standard coal engine for the engine. And then I'm going to add a top chest and some side chests, so we have some extra storage for the logs and the coal and saplings that I will need to attach to the cart itself. And so when we go ahead and let's just hit assemble, and we'll put in some coal to fuel it, and the fuel gauge should fill up and progress. About 11 minutes remaining. Okay, so while that's going on, we're going to leave that for a bit. Let's get the quantum ring set up, and we'll get everything else set up while we're doing that. So when we go ahead and we'll grab some items from the golden bag of holding. First, I'm going to actually need to build the links themselves. So these singularities, I don't know, I believe I showed them maybe last episode, I don't know, possibly. However, I only have 3 more. I have 2 more in my system, but I've had this thing AFK for about almost a week now, and I have a lot of igneous extruders pumping massive amounts of cobblestone into that thing. It's pretty slow. There's no denying that. Either way, I have some singularities. So what I think, actually, I believe I need to grab some flint to ignite this TNT. And this little TNT is the coolest thing of all time. It doesn't even make any damage. It's just this tiny piece of TNT. So let's do it right here. So to do it, I believe I just need to, actually, we'll just do it down here where there's a little more space. I think I just throw the ender pearl dust, throw the 2 singularities, put down the piece of TNT, and I think I just ignite it. And if it should make 2 singularities. I think, if I did it right. Hey, whoa. What the? Glitch? Wait, what? Ha! What? Did I get a glitch? A glitch? On recording? I don't know what the heck happened. Is that a real item? Singularity? Or is that just a ghost item? I mean, it kind of glitched out. No, that is a real item. Wow. Okay, that should have... Does it just use 1 in the recipe? I thought I needed 2 singularities. Maybe not. Oh, anyway, cool. So what I'm going to need to do now is I'm going to need to grab, I can put that flint in here. I'm going to need to grab some quantum link and quantum field rings. And for now, I'm just going to stick it in the corner here. So we use 8 rings like this with a link chamber in the middle. Perfect. And then I just put the singularity right inside. And perfect, we can see the singularity. However, there's no actual power into this. So what I have right here is a tesseract. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll just place the tesseract on top. How about? And just like that. And we'll set you to receive only on private network and RF power check. So now you should, maybe not. I might have to actually attach, I might have to attach some cables to you. I'm not actually sure. It says there's no power in it. So why don't we actually try this? I've never actually set one of these up before. This is one of the one thing I didn't really test before I actually started this episode. Let's just grab some redstone energy conduit. And let's see, do I want to do it? No, I need the cables going underground. So we'll do that, and we'll just set the tesseract on top like that. Do you have power in you now? I thought you should be getting power. No? Interesting. Why don't I go set up the other one here quickly, and then we'll actually see if it's a glitch on or if I'm doing something wrong, or if it just needs to be connected to another one, so it actually kind of starts accepting stuff. So let's do it on this side here. I'll get another room set up eventually where it's kind of, I have it all organized out better. I'll have a room of just quantum rings, and it'll be pretty cool. So we'll set up that, and we'll stick this singularity into here. Now, so the singularities are connected. The singularity is in there. So I just need to go ahead up here and grab some cable quickly. Cable. Cable. I'm going to go ahead and make some more cable. Yep. Computer's a little small. Okay. And 6. That should be... No. And 3. Okay, that should be good for now. We'll jump back down here. We'll just connect it up to our network quickly. So just to be double sure, I'm going to do this just to make 100% sure it is actually working. So it is connected. And now it needs power, which I can probably just draw from this energy line here, which I had planned in the first place is where I was going to draw this power from. So we'll go ahead and we'll just do that. And we got to drop you down one and do that and do that. Okay, so this is definitely getting power. It's blue lit up and all colorful and whatnot, but it says 0. Maybe it's just a glitch with NEI. It's probably just a glitch with the Wayla plugin. I'm going to assume that's what it is. That's the only explanation I can think of, because this is lit up blue as well. All right, I'm just going to assume it's a glitch, and if it actually doesn't start working, then I don't know. Anyway, so what I'm going to need to do now is we're going to need to set up some Steve's factory cables. I'm going to be doing it under the ground here. So we're going to go like this, and we'll go across one more like this. All right. And boom. And I'll just do it like this, as such. And perfect. And I'll just have the controller right. I have a controller here somewhere. Where's my controller? I have a controller somewhere. Did I? Oh, I probably... okay, I don't have a controller. Interesting. I'll just run up here quickly and grab one. My bad. Manager. All right, and it shouldn't take too long to get. I mean, there we go. The crafting computer is not the biggest of computers, but the server kind of doesn't want us to build massive computers. So we'll put one down there. Let's get it set up, actually. So we're going to create a trigger like this. And we'll have it to 1 second. We'll create an input, and we'll just stick that input right there. Okay, so we want to be pulling items out of this cargo manager right here. All right, easy enough. And our target is going to be on all sides because I'm really still not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. And items, so we want all wood to be going into our system. So we'll just all go in here and we'll go wood and just simple oak wood. All right, so all oak wood will be pulled out, and then the output for that, I will put, actually I need to put you one more down just to kind of OCD purposes, and we'll have inventory, we'll have it targeted to the quantum field ring, and we'll just have it on all sides once again because I still don't know what to do. All right, and items we will have as a whitelist, also as wood. Just like that. And I think I'll have to add apples to this actually, because I believe this thing does get apples. So we'll also need to make sure the apples are emptied out. Oops, sorry, emptied out of the system, so we're not just stuck. The apples have nowhere to go. All right, so that should be dumping or pulling out items from here, or all the wood and apples, and putting them into the quantum field ring. And what I'll actually need to do is, do I need an import bus? Just to be safe, I'll put an import bus. I'm not entirely sure. I think I have an import bus. I have an import bus, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Just to be safe, I'm not 100% sure, but just to be safe, I'm going to put a import bus right, come on, attached to this thing. Attached to the quantum field ring, and it should connect, and the import bus should be pulling in all items from that it gets put in. All right. So how much longer do we actually have on our cart here? Wow. 4 minutes left. Yeah, the progress bar is filling up quite nicely. I think that's everything I'm actually going to need. Actually, no, we'll set up this first. So what I actually need is Steve's carts. I have the inventory here. I need some advanced detector rails, which won't be too hard. I'll go make those right now. The crafting terminal is quite nice for doing that kind of stuff. Makes it quite nice and quick and easy to do. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 pressure plates, as a matter of fact. And then I just need two of these. Oh, the recipe does get you 2 of those. Whoops. Oh, well. My bad. Doesn't really matter. So we can go ahead and dig up these 2 tracks, just like that. And then these 2 tracks will be replaced with detector rails. Okay, so what is the blue and the yellow side? Okay, so on the blue side, we want to set you to individual inventories. On the blue side, let's take out all contents, so all the wood and all the saplings. So let's set it to storage, and we'll flip you so that it's going to be putting all items into here. So all items from the blue slot will be going into the cargo manager. Perfect. And then what is this, the yellow side? Okay, so on the yellow side, we want to go to the coal engine, and we'll be putting fuel into the coal engine. All right, easy enough. So what I can actually probably do, and I can probably set this up out. Actually, let's set that up right now. Let's see if that actually works. So let's go to here, and we'll need a export bus. We'll just need a basic export bus, because all we're going to be exporting is actually coal itself. So let me just make sure it actually finishes crafting here quickly. I'm kind of just delaying time. I'm just doing stuff on camera while I'm waiting for the cart to finish. All right, there we go. And we have an export. Perfect. And we're going to want to be exporting coal. We have tons of coal, so don't even worry about the coal. All right, and we'll do that. And we went one down too many levels. And we'll stick an export bus onto our ring as well. So we'll set one right there, and we'll set it to coal. Okay, so that should be exporting coal into our quantum field ring. And we're going to want to jump over to the Steve's Factory Manager. And now, this is the kind of the moment of truth here, because I don't know what inventory it's actually going to put it in. If it puts it into the top left inventory, great. If it fills up all the inventories, we may have a problem. Actually, let's see. So what side? Okay, yellow is on the north side, so let's try this. I think this should work. So let's set up another trigger. Yellow is on the north side. We'll need an input, which will go right here. I want to make it centered. Excellent. And we'll need an output, which I'll put right here. And we got to link them all as well. So link to that, link, and link to that. Okay, so the input we want to be coming from the quantum field ring. And we're going to be targeting all sides of the quantum field ring, which it doesn't really matter because we get items out of all of it. However, we're going to be pulling out only coal. We only want coal to be coming out of it. And our output is going to be the cargo manager. However, we're only going to put it into the north side. because hopefully the north side is going to be the yellow side, which hopefully it only sticks it into that slot right there. Hopefully. I'm not 100% sure yet. And we're going to want to whitelist it to coal. And I don't know if this is actually going to work or not. I've never actually didn't test this out before. Whoops. Huh. So it doesn't seem to actually be working. These factory cable should be compatible with the quantum field rings. I believe it is compatible. If it's not, oh well. It's. I'll figure it out off camera exactly what I'm doing wrong. But this concept should work. Theoretically, it should work. So, how much left is on the car? How much is the cart's 14 seconds left? 13 seconds? I think I have everything else I'll need to set up. If the quantum field ring doesn't actually work, I'm definitely want to use the quantum field ring. However, if the Steve's Factory Manager doesn't work, I'll get something else set up off camera, and I'll just kind of show you what I've done on the next episode. All right, so we have our cart. Excellent. So what I'm going to do is we're going to dump a whole bunch of coal into the yellow slot, because we want all this to be, that's where we want the coal to be filling up with. And we'll just put some saplings into, ooh, hold on a second. Where is the cart going to be getting saplings from? This is the red side, right? So can I, no, railers, storage, torches, explosives, arrows, bridge, nope, seeds, possibly seeds, saplings. Okay, so saplings. I think the cart fills itself up with saplings, so I don't think I'll have to actually worry about that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the cart down, and I'm going to put saplings in there. And I'll just put, I guess I'll put some coal in. I just need some starting coal quickly just to get it going. So what it should do, oh, it's going, oh, geez. Oh, you know, I want you to go this way just to make sure it goes the right way. Is it going backwards? I don't even know. So it is filling up the engine with coal. So put all the coal into here, and it is going. And when it gets to the dirt, it should, oh, cool, sweet. So it is placing the saplings. All right, that is perfect. It's just how I want it to go. So it should be consuming all the saplings. And I actually have any bone meal that I could just, I don't think I can actually have any bone meal. No, I don't. Okay, that's really inconvenient. Oh, well. I believe I have enough room for the trees to grow. The trees in the middle should definitely have enough room to grow. If they don't, I can always extend this room, make it a little bit bigger. I'll do that off camera. This is kind of just the proof of concept point that I wanted to get done. So this build is possible. It's not an impossible build. I'm kind of disappointed of why it's not putting in coal. I wonder if it can't, if it just isn't not recognizing it. I wanted it to hopefully pull the wood out. If it pulls the wood out, great. Then that's pretty much what I wanted it to do in the first place. Because, I mean, the coal in here will last for ages. I mean, at least it should. Yeah, it should last a long time in here. Okay. Oh, okay, sweet. Oh, whoa. Like, is it? Okay, so there is enough room. And that was an insta-growing tree. That was pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie. I did not expect that. Okay, so there's 5 oak wood. Perfect. So we can actually just test this all right here. So when it gets to this blue one, it should dump wood in here. Okay. Now the wood isn't being taken out. That is a problem. I wonder if Steve's Factory Manager just doesn't recognize cargo manager inventories. If I set it to this mode, each color has its own slots. Like this? No, it should. Okay, so this is the one that, this is one with the wood, I believe, right? Let's see, items, wood. Okay, this is the one with the wood and the apples. Or should no actual apples on the strip. Oh, I already got some more wood. Okay, it's not pulling items out. This is a little bit of a problem. This proof of concept should work. If not, I'll just get it set up with some, shoot, what's it called? Just some of the, frick, item ducts. But this farm is working functionally. Like, it is 100% working. It's not 100% fully automated as in it's getting items back into my system. However, the farm is working. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you at least learned how to set up a uranium farm. Actually, just go check on it quickly. Let's make sure the Steve's Factory Manager is correctly moving items around in here. So if these are... I'm doing something wrong with Steve's Factory Manager, I think. There's something I am doing wrong. Or if it's just not compatible how I think it is. Because I really like this mod. It worked fine. I'll actually show you over here. Because I've already used the mod. Like, I've used the mod and it has been working. Because when I come over to my diamond chest over here, I didn't actually show you this at the start of the video, which I meant to. So, quickly, this diamond chest is empty, which is where all the essence goes. So I jump down here. I have a Steve's Factory Manager here with some triggers and inputs and outputs, and I have all the essence being automatically put into barrels. So it should be working in that regards. I mean, the only difference is instead of putting it into barrels, it's putting it into an ender chest. So I'm not sure what the big deal is there. I don't know. I'll look at it off camera a bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you learned something new. I'll get Steve's Factory Manager fixed because I definitely want to use that mod, and I'll explain how or what I did wrong on the next episode. But anyway, nonetheless, I hope you learned how to set up possibly a Steve's Cart Auto Farm, which is pretty cool, I think. How to set up another type of farm with the Mine Factory Reloaded. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.